guys, welcome to the channel. Great to have you here once again, especially all those who are returning. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for all who are subscribing and sharing and liking and all things like that. Really do appreciate it. This is going to be a pick a card reading today, a general reading, and we have here bronze, silver and gold. That's the three readings, and the decks I'm using is the Enchanted Forest deck, Gregory Scott Tarot, and the Good Tarot from Clint Baron Reed. So those are the decks I'm using for the bronze, silver and gold. So I'll leave you for a moment if you'd like to choose one of those, which one resonates with you, and I shall be starting the reading very shortly. Okay, bronze group, this is your reading, and you can see this little cup. It's got a saying on it, if I can read it in this light. It says, be your own kind of beautiful. So be you be who you are. You know who you are, you be that, and that's what you present to the world. Forest of Enchantment Tarot. It's a new deck for me. This is, I only got it the other day. Really enjoy it. Has really good illustrations. And excuse my phone going off, I've forgotten to turn it off, never mind. And this is just going to be a general reading for everyone, for all who are watching, so that can come out, for all signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus, cross watchers, whatever. There's no particular sign here, so it's just a general reading just to see how things are going, say for current and near future and possible outcome, that kind of thing. I want to use is it the Cross of Truth, I think it's called, to do the reading with, and I shall also be using the Chakra Wisdom Oracle as clarifier a bit later on. So we have the first card out, and that is the Black Shook, 13th card of the Arcana, the Major Arcana, so that'll be Death. Black Shook, that's Death. Okay, so that's transformation already. Okay, that's cool. So what else do we need to know for this bronze group? Bronze group reading, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know, please? What do we need to be aware of for their highest and greatest good? Okay, let's move it across a bit. Alright, so the Black Shook then is your actual central energy. Your in the center is your overall energy. So it's the Death card, transformation, rebirth, things like that. So you can see there's a beautiful animal here. I mean, if you met this in the forest, obviously you would be a bit scared, wouldn't you? If I'm being honest, looks like a wild rabid dog, even with the red eyes, like something like from the Hounds of the Baskerville or something like that. But it's actually a good positive card, because death isn't the end of everything. It just means the end of something. Something's coming to an end during this next time period, whenever it is that you're watching this is the right time for you. So something's coming to an end, and it's going to move on to a new beginning. It's a transformation. Perhaps you've been working on yourself, doing some inner work and so on, and you get this kind of like breakthrough. And you want to transform, and this is what's going to happen for you, because this is in your desired spot as well. So this is with this one, this is what you want this transformation as well. So this is something you've been working on. But where you are currently is the the Seeker of Visions. Okay, so this is the Knight of Cups, however it's in reverse. So the Seeker of Visions is the Knight of Cups. So in the reverse, I mean, we know what it's like what he's like in the upright. We know that he's someone who can be either hot or cold when it comes to relationships, for example, or with his emotions. He can rush in head over heels in love 1 minute and rush out the next, off to his next conquest. It's not someone you can really rely on within a relationship for commitment or anything, but not necessarily just in a romantic sense, but also in a in a any kind of relationship, working or business or whatever, any kind of relationship. So if this is you, I mean, this could well be you because it's in your present position. Perhaps you're changing because it's in reverse. Okay, so in this kind of position, you're starting to wake up. You're starting to realise, I can't be a player all my life. I've got to make some commitment at some time. I want to settle down, have a family, or I want to have a steady job, where I'm getting a steady income, so I'm not dodging the bailiffs all the time. That kind of situation, So you're having to rethink because you want that transformation. Okay, you want to transform. So maybe you are now on your road to doing that. Okay, that's what I'm saying at the moment. This is you on the road to doing that. And you have then the seeker, or the child of vision. So you got the page of cups. You got this lovely little girl here, young girl, running through the forest, gleeful, happy. She's not scared of all this kind of situation. She lives in the forest. She's a forest child, and she's very happy and joyful, and she's running towards you, and she's sending you or bringing you a message. Yes, this is the help that you want. This is what will help you if you get in touch with your emotions. If you bring your emotions under control. Okay, so if you stop kind of allowing yourself to run around like a chicken with no head when it comes to emotions and things like that, then you'll start to get this transformation that you want. Okay, so with these two together, you're starting to make those inroads into that inner world, of yourself. You start to realize, yes, I need to do something, and this is the message that you're getting. Yes, you're on the right path. Okay, that's what you need to do. You need to get more in control of your heart and your mind. Raise your focus on the upper chakras rather than the lower chakras. That kind of situation. I'm pretty sure you know what I mean there. Obstacles or further advice. You have got the 9 of spells. The 9 of spells is the 9 of wands. It's in reverse. So the 9 of wands, obviously, other way around. It can be either you've had a lot of work behind you. Normally we see like maybe someone standing in front of a wall of staves or wands, and the person, could be male or female, has one in their hand, and they're either planting it in the ground to build new defences, put up new boundaries, or they're standing there leaning on it because they've come through a lot of issues, a lot of trials and tribulations. Okay, so in this card, I see this person here being surrounded. They're in like a circle, and they've put boundaries around themselves like a magic circle. So this, I would say, probably a witch of some kind has put this magic circle around herself to protect herself. So this is more like the boundaries that you would set up around yourself to protect yourself from maybe other people's views of you and so on. This is the story that perhaps you've created yourself. However, it's in reverse. So you haven't put those boundaries up, or you've lifted those boundaries. You've stepped out of those boundaries. You're becoming who you really are and not what you want people to think you are. So you're on the road to this transformation that you want. You are moving on into this, the black shook, to transform your life to a much better way of living. So this is a good card, because you don't need boundaries around you. You just need to be you. All right, you just need to be your kind of beautiful, and be who you really are. The outcome card is the 8 of boons. Now, if I remember rightly, Eight of Boons is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, hard at work. The Eight of Boons, yeah, the Boons are Pentacles. So someone hard at work here, doing the same thing, 9 to 5 and so on. But in this case, they're making these like acorn or little lanterns, very skillful, making these little lanterns to use, while traveling through the forest. And you can see the ones all around here. So this is something that they do all the time. This is their kind of work, and they enjoy doing it. You can see this is quite focused, but seems to be quite content with it. Okay. However, this is in reverse, so there's not only a transformation come up, there could well be a new career coming up as well, a new kind of work for you, that takes you out of the normal 9 to 5 humdrum routine, and maybe it's more in line with what you're becoming. Okay, so maybe it's something you're going to do yourself, or you're going to be working with others. Maybe you're going to be moving into a service related sort of environment, working with others, serving others in that way. That could be in retail, that could well be working in a care home, that could be doing social care, supported living, all that kind of thing. That could be in nursing, or maybe you decide to settle down. Yes, I'm going to finish my doctor's degree and serve people that way. Or it could well have a spiritual aspect as well. You could serve others in a more spiritual way, because with your heart, you're following your emotions in this way. You're following your heart, not with your head. So feeling. Let's check a little bit. Serving others. I'm getting serving others. You'll be serving others in some way, but it's in a new career, or a new aspect of the current career that you're in, is what I'm getting. Okay, so that is not a bad reading at all. So it's transformation all around. You're becoming who you really are. You're beautiful. You're becoming that. You've decided to make this change in your life to become the person that you want to be. Okay, and not the person who's been perhaps the player, or when I say player, okay, I don't want to upset anybody here. I don't mean that you've been skipping around from relationship to relationship to relationship, that kind of thing. I just mean that perhaps you haven't been taking life so seriously. So now you've reached a stage in life where you decide, okay, I've had my fun. Now it's time to get serious and really make something of my life. Okay, that's what that really means in that sense. So I'm just going to get a couple of clarifiers from the Chakra Wisdom. See what we get here. Could we have a card, please, for the Knight of Cups, for the Seeker of Visions? Why is that here, please? Why is that card here? Confusion. Okay, so you've got a little bit of confusion at the moment, about which way to go, because you want to make this change in your life. You want to get more serious with your life. Still have fun, obviously. You can still have your fun and games and things like that, but you want perhaps to have a more settled life, to make something of yourself, but you're a little bit confused about where to go, and so the story behind this is you've got the silver cloud. This person's going up the mountain surrounded by the cloud, don't know which way to go, because they can't see where they're going. But when they carry on, they get to the summit and the cloud clears. And then the silver cloud, you can see here the silver cloud here, tells them the direction that they should be going in, what they need to do, the options that they have. And they have clarity then. So through the confusion that you may have at the moment, you will get clarity or vision. Okay, because this is the Seeker of Vision, and you are seeking this vision, you're seeking clarity, and you will get it. Okay, because it's in reverse. Seeker of Vision is in reverse, you're seeking the clarity and you're going to get it. Okay, so why is the 9 of Spells in reverse, please? Why is that here? Why is that here? Nine of spells and nine of wands in regular tarot. Why is that here then, please? Soulmate. Oh, okay. So for some of you, this could well be relationship related. Perhaps you have been playing the field a bit or whatever, and you've met someone who decided, oh, you know what, this is the person I want. So you're starting to make changes to bring that about. Okay, so you're starting to make changes to get closer to your soulmate, because this could be a soulmate kind of energy. You're dropping your barriers, letting them know who you really are to attract them into your life. You're maybe looking at more, either they've come into your life already, or you're looking for them. Okay, you're wanting to attract that soulmate into your life. Okay, so you're dropping your barriers, you're dropping your boundaries, so to speak. So you're not playing the game anymore, and you're becoming more of who you really are. Okay, alright, so that's good, that's good. So finally then, let's have a card for the Eight of Boons in reverse. Why is the Eight of Boons in reverse then, please? Prayer. Okay, you've got the prayer card. So you need some inner work, you need some divine help, you need to ask for help, you know, or you are getting that help, that divine help. You've asked for help from divine sources, and you're starting to get that, and they're telling you that you need, perhaps, well, maybe not need, but there's an opportunity coming in for you to change your life around, so that you can move into a new career. If this is career related or work related, if this is relationship, if this is to go with like soulmate, I mean, this could, right, okay, so I've just been told it's not necessarily a new romance. It could be like a real soulmate kind of energy for something that you want to do, a passion that you want to follow. Okay, because wands is also about passion. You know, it's also about doing the things that you like, you really enjoy doing. Okay, so you're on the search for that, and you're letting down the boundaries to allow that in through prayer. You've been asking the universe, divine source, all there is, whoever it is that you speak to in prayer, you know, you've been asking for help, and they're saying, you know, there's a chance that you may have to move on from the kind of work that you're doing now, or the work, or the working lifestyle that you're doing now. In other words, the way maybe you're flitting from job to job. You know, you're not holding any sort of real jobs down. You're not so like focused on being trained or anything like that. You've maybe been taking a lot of low-paid jobs just to pay the bills and things like that. So you're just getting by, but you really want to make something of your life now, and you've asked for help, and they've said you're going to have to change, so you can transform and become who you really are. You know, you need to transform to become you're beautiful. Alright, that is your reading, Bronze Group. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comments, and if you'd like to support me, there's ways you can do that in the comments as well. So thank you. Silver Group, welcome to your reading. Got a little cup here, and the cup says cherish life's simple pleasures. So keep yourself grounded, be grateful for what you have, you know, and stop. Don't be pandering after the things that perhaps you haven't got. You don't need to be obsessed by them. Just be grateful for the things you have right now. Okay, so let's have a look to see what the universe wants you to know for your highest and greatest goods. I'm going to pull a few cards here. I'm going to use the Cross of Truth, I think it's called, for your reading. So let's have a look to see what we're going to get for you, Silver Group, using the Good Tarot for this reading. It's a quite new deck for me. I only got it just recently. It's one of the first times I've used it, so let's see what we have for you. Alright, so let's have a look. We have got the Six of Water in your present. So the Six of Water, the Six of Cups. So that's in your current situation where you are right now. So perhaps you're being a little bit nostalgic about something in the past. Or perhaps you're looking at the past in some way. Yeah, that's maybe not making you feel or helping you feel so good. Yeah, I've just been told, be careful when you look in the past. You might not like what you see there. So maybe there's something in the past that's not quite so good. We've got this young lady here sitting by the pool. She's looking at a reflection, in the pool, and she's got that kind of absent look. She's thinking about how perhaps she was at one time, and she's maybe missing the past. If we live in the past, we're not in the now, are we? So it's much better to be in the now, because what's happened in the past, that's gone. You're not that same person even anymore. If you're still troubled by something that's happened 10, 20 years ago, you're a totally different person, not only mentally but also physically. Your whole body's completely changed. All those cells and atoms and everything that was you back then no longer exist in that sense, in the form that they are now, because you have been remade, you've regenerated, you've become a completely new person, you've moved on. So it's not so good to look at the past if you're being nostalgic, well, as in the sense of, if you're looking at it and you really, I wish I was back then, that was the good old days, and I don't like the way things are now, that kind of thing. Thing is, if you're feeling like that now, but you can change it now. You can't change your past. Back in the day, the Swedish army, they used to be, not Swedish army, sorry, the Swiss army. They used to be like the mercenaries, and I think they still are to a degree. They were the mercenaries of the European armies, and when European armies war with each other, they used to do a lot of moving between different battles, fighting for this king or that king or whatever. And because they were so long in the battlefield, they used to drink a lot of beer and get nostalgic and get homesick. And it came about that the generals decided to ban beer and make it illegal to be nostalgic. They had to ration the beer, because I don't think they could drink the water that much. But when they were drunk and stuff like that, they started thinking about home, their wives, their sweethearts, and things like that. And obviously they were less effective in battle. So it was illegal. They made it illegal, more or less, for the guys to be nostalgic, to talk about nostalgic things and so on. So there is a danger in nostalgia. You can have your good memories. You can think back things in fondness, but come back to you now. Okay, this is what you're wanting, and it's the Nine of Air. Now, for some reason, you want the Nine of Swords situation. Why do you want that? Why would you want to be assailed by doubts and fears, and which are all in the head? Why do you want to be in your head? What are you trying to avoid? Silver Group, what is this that you're trying to avoid? Is it that your future perhaps looks so bleak you don't want to go any further. I seriously hope that's not the case. There's always hope. There's always hope. No matter how dark it may seem, there is always hope. There's always light. The universe, as I say all the time, has always got your back. All you've got to do is ask for that help. Okay, and I'll clarify this card a bit later because I'm a little bit concerned about that. In your helping section, you have got the Magician. Okay, and there's a wonderful looking Magician. He looks like, it's like Father Christmas, isn't it? On these other days when he's not wearing his red cloak, or maybe this is the original. Because they say he used to look like a green cloak or a brown cloak or something, you know. But this is the Magician, the wise wizard, you know, in a sense, the sorcerer who has power over the different elements, has been playing with the different elements. He's the alchemist and so on. However, he was in the reverse. So you're at a block. You're not manifesting what you want. You are kind of blocking yourself, maybe through these thoughts. This is the help that's being offered to you. You're being offered the help of the Magician, yet you seem to be refusing it for some reason. You've got the sun symbol here, so you've got the power. You can do this. You can do this, guys. What is it that's stopping you? I need to. You've also got the Queen of Water. This is like the obstacle or further advice side. You've got the Queen of Water. The Queen of Cups, generous, warm-hearted, nurturing mother figure. You've got the help. All you've got to do is ask for it. And they're looking towards you, saying, look, I can get you out of this situation. All you have to do is ask. Stop daydreaming and ask for help. Then you can start to manifest what you want really in your life. Okay? Because if you do ask for help, right, and you take that step and you get the help that you need, whether it's divinely or whether it's from a mentor or whether it's like from a Queen of Cups type of figure, a motherly figure perhaps, or this could also be male, you know, it's all like not gender specific, but you know, someone who's very compassionate could help you. You have in your outcome the Happy Buddha, the Ten of Cups. You know, the Ten of Cups. It's a wonderful, happy situation in your life. You will find the happiness that you want. You will overcome this. You'll overcome, you know, this kind of situation. You'll stop this nostalgic kind of daydreaming. You know, forget the past. Turn that upside down. You don't need that. You know, you don't need that. Okay. Focus on that. Focus on the help that you can get. Focus on that. The creativity that you can, you know, the things that you can manifest into your life. Instead of worrying about things that are probably never going to happen anyway. Ask for help and you'll receive it. And you'll be in this kind of situation. You'll be in the Ten of Cups situation. Okay? So, let me just get a couple of clarifiers. Why is the Six of Cups here, please? Why is the Six of Cups here, please? Right. Perseverance. So perhaps you've had a setback of some kind. You know, you thought things were going well and you've been knocked back. We all get knockbacks. All of us. We all get setbacks. It's nothing new. You're not the only one. Okay? You can use that knockback, that failure, that setback, or whatever you want, to move forward as a stepping stone to get across that river of turmoil that maybe you're going through right now. Okay? It's a bridge. Stepping stones are bridges. across times of trouble. You just persevere. You just keep going, moving forward all the time. Don't let anything stop you. Persevere. Keep with it. Don't start thinking about the past. Don't go living in the past. You live in the past, you can't grow. You can't move forward. The only time you want to go to the past is when you want to heal something, which will help you to grow and move forward. So persevere. Yep, certainly I'm being told meditate, 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 meditate. And you might say, well, it's easy to say meditate, but how do I meditate? It's quite simple. You can sit down for a few minutes and just allow your thoughts to pass through your mind. Don't focus on them, just allow them to pass through your mind. Okay? Or you may want to focus on one particular issue and ask the universe, for an answer. Here's one very good method. I'm going to give you a good tip now that you can use to get a good answer from the universe about a particular issue that you have. It's called heart-brain coherence. You may have heard of it. And all you have to do is sit down. You can even stand up. You can even do this while you're walking with your eyes open. But I wouldn't advise doing it when you're driving. But say you sit down nice and comfortable. You can lie down if you want. And just place your hand or your fingertips lightly over your heart area. And then when you're breathing in, imagine that you're breathing in through your heart. Okay? And as you're breathing in, what I like to do, I like to say that my heart is filling with a high vibrational feeling such as joy or happiness or love or gratitude. But just first of all, just breathe in and out a few times through your heart. Okay? Just breathe in and out through your heart. And as you do that, your heart and brain will be in coherence with each other because they are connected. The heart's communicating with the brain all the time, constantly. Okay? So your heart feels all the emotions, obviously, and the feelings and all your emotions are in your heart, and your brain has all the thoughts, the ideas and things like that. So they're very closely related. And then, as I said, start to feel that joy coming into your heart, or start to feel compassion, start to feel gratitude, whatever high vibration that you want to feel, and allow it to flow into your heart and fill your heart, and it will fill your mind as well. And once you get to like a state of calmness, then you can ask your question. And this only takes a few minutes, guys. It takes a few minutes. You can ask the question from the universe, what do I need to be aware of about for my highest and greatest good? And that's how you can meditate. Another way to meditate is to be really focused on something that you really enjoy doing. Whether it's cooking or baking, or whether it's cycling or running or swimming, walking, being in nature, doing craft work, whatever it is, reading, when you're really focused on something, that's when you're meditating as well, especially when you're focused on something that you really enjoy and time flies. That's when you really enjoy something and you really meditate. And so persevere with that, please. Persevere with that. The 9 of air, 9 of swords. Why is that here, please? Why is the 9 of swords here, please? Forgiveness. There's something that you need to let go of. Yeah, that's why you're looking at the past. There's something that you need to let go of. Okay, something in your past that's happened, and it could well be very traumatic, and perhaps it's coming back into your life again. It's making a return in some way, whether that's an abusive ex or someone else that did you wrong in some way, shape or form, or something that you did that's come back to bite you, that you regret doing, and you wonder, is it worthwhile going on? You're scared now of moving forward because of that, because you're in your head, you keep thinking about that. forgiveness. Forgive yourself and forgive others. Go back in your mind, in your meditation, you can go back, to that event and view it in a very object way, as if you're the observer and not the participant. Okay? And then send out the vibration of love, joy and peace into that situation. And say to yourself in that situation, I love, forgive and accept you. And now let go of all the energy which no longer serves me from this situation that I have created or that has been done to me. And you let go of that negative energy, you send it back to source and you replace it with positive energy, with love and joy and peace, happiness, joy, gratitude. And you do the same for the person or persons who are creating that hurt in that situation. You love, forgive and accept them. Or you ask them for love, forgiveness and acceptance if you were the one who was the instigator of the hurt. Same kind of situation, you replace that negative energy with positive. You let go of the hate, you let go of the jealousy, you let go of the fear, you let go of the anxiety, you let go of the envy, you let go of the stress that caused, you let go of whatever it happens to be that's negative, whatever is burning you up inside, you let go of it. Then you can be like this child with the big rhino, falling asleep, nice and peaceful and at rest, without a care in the world. That's when you can move on. Okay? So then we have the Magician. Why is the Magician? Oh, here we go. A couple of cards. First of all, you got faith. Okay? Faith. You need to have faith that you can create a new life for yourself, if that's what you need to do. You can manifest this new beginning for yourself. The Queen of Cups is telling you that. You can create this new life because you've got the Ten of Cups in your outcome. It's there waiting for you. All you got to do is it's probably it is quite difficult, but you got to have faith in yourself, in your abilities, what you can do. Alright? You have faith in your abilities and what you can do. And when you express that faith, then you'll drop the facade. You'll see things for how they really are. You'll be able to move on. You'll be able to be the person that you really should be. You'll show appreciation for the simplest things in life. And you forget about the stuff that's been hurting you. Alright? So you'll be able to turn this around. Okay? From that to that. And manifest that for yourself. Okay? Because the Queen of Cups is there to help you as well. Alright, Silver Group, that is your reading. Quite an intensive reading. Quite deep. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, let me know in the comments. And I thank you so much for watching, and there's ways in the description that you can support me further on this channel as well. And I thank you. Gold Group, welcome to your reading. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Using the Gregory Scott Tarot for your reading. The message on the Gold Cup is too much of a good thing is truly wonderful. Can you really have too much abundance? Can you have too much goodness? Can you have too much kindness in your life? No, you can't. So whoever first said you can't have too much of a good thing obviously was coming from a place of lack, because you can have more than enough good things. You can have lots of good things. You can have more abundance, and it can make you really, really happy, as long as it's positive, obviously. Okay, so I'm going to pull a few cards to see what the universe wants you to know for your highest and greatest good, Gold Group. This is your reading using the cross of truth, truth cross, whatever it's called, for the reading. One of my favourite spreads, but I never really fully remember the name of it. Is it Cross of Truth? Might well be. Let's see what the cards of the universe wants you to know, wants you to be aware of for your highest and greatest good, goal group. What do you want the goal group to know, universe, for the highest and greatest good? Let's have a look. Alright. Right. So we have got a Queen of Swords. See her in the garden here. She's very happy, dressed in yellow, the yellow hair, got a nice sort of garden, very vibrant, and she's pruning away. You know, she's very helpful. She gives good advice, and but she can be quite harsh at times, because I mean, she has got the sword, so she's not scared to cut away like she's doing with the heads of any dead heads, as they call them, isn't it, in flowers, with pruning and things like that. She's not scared to do that. This is in reverse, so being swords, that's to do with thoughts and ideas and ideals and things like that. So perhaps you're in your head a little bit, you're allowing thoughts and ideas to get out of hand a little bit. Perhaps you're overthinking something, whereas you could have this Queen energy and be more in control of your thoughts and your judgments and so on. Or perhaps there's something that's stopping you or preventing you from clear thinking at this moment in time. But in your desires, for whatever reason, you've got the Five of Pentacles in your desires. I can't see how you would want to be feeling left out. I would say this if there's been in reverse, and then you could have said, yeah, it's a case of you wanting to be included, but you're obviously still feeling a bit left out for some reason. You know that there's good things. You can see there's good things because you're looking through the fence, but you're not going for them. You're keeping yourself away from the good things for whatever reason. Gold group, what's going on here? Why are you like this to yourself? Why are you preventing yourself from moving forward? To achieving perhaps a level of success that you've perhaps been aiming for a while. Have you had a setback of some kind? And in your helper side, you've got Judgment. Yeah. Very good, very good, very good. You've got Judgment, so divine help is at hand. You're being helped towards your success if you're willing to accept it. Okay, you see this guy here being helped. He's getting all kinds of help towards the treasures at the bottom there. Got all this here to go forward, look forward, and he's looking at it, and he's getting all this help. And you've got the angel up here, the clarion call. Get up, get up. He looks like maybe he's been knocked out for a while, but then he's got all these the angels here helping him and everything, and he's been given a second chance, or another chance to get what he wants. So perhaps you have had a setback of some kind that's knocked the wind out of your sails, but it's not over yet. That's what you're being told. It is not over yet. Because all you've got to do is accept the help that's being offered. Judgment, as we know, is about like a rebirth kind of situation, and it's like a resurrection. So whatever it is that you feel you've missed out on, some kind of opportunity perhaps, whether that's in a relationship or whether that's to do with work or career, you feel perhaps that is a very important relationship or situation, work, career, promotion kind of situation you've missed out on. It's very important to you and you've missed out on it. Perhaps you failed in some way, or didn't take up the offer, and it's knocked the wind out your sails a bit, and you're wondering, well, I've missed out, I'm just going to give up. This card is saying, don't give up. Don't give up, because it's not over yet. Okay. We have also got the Knight of Cups. You see this guy here, he's in like a henge, and he's meditating. And the Knight of Cups, as we know, can be very emotional. It can be hot or cold. Okay. So, and this is your advice, an obstacle stroke advice. So it could well be that you've gone off the idea a little bit, you've gone cold on the idea a little bit, so that's your obstacle. But the advice is to heat up that passion again. Go for it, so reignite that passion, so you can move forward and achieve what it is that you want. You have got here the Three of Cups. Okay, you've got the three guys here. Normally it's three ladies. In this card, this deck, it's three guys celebrating reunion and things like that. But it's in reverse. So the Three of Cups is normally about partnerships, collaboration and things like that. But what the cards are saying is you have the ability to do it by yourself. Okay? This is something that you have to do by yourself. No one can give you physical hand up, alright? Only divine help can do that, and you have to meditate on that, you have to ask for it. You will get divine help, but the actual physical help is going to have to come from yourself. Okay? You have to stand on your own 2 feet. In this kind of situation, could well be that you will get later on the collaboration and help that you want. Okay, and have this happy reunion, this celebration, this victory, this party time. Okay, but at the moment you're on your own. And this could well be, in the current situation, this could well be because you're having to work at home by yourself. You haven't got your mates around you, except maybe on Zoom or something. It's not quite the same. So you're having to go back into like a lockdown situation. And for some, you could feel in that sense, oh, here we go again, I've missed out again, I missed out on an opportunity because I'm going back into lockdown. Well, maybe. I'm going to clarify these cards now with the Chakra Wisdom, find out what they're saying. So the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords here, please? Why is the Queen of Swords here in this reading for the Gold group, please? Why is the Queen here? Mysticism. Okay, this is like the High Priestess, isn't it? Mysticism, secrets, things unknown. Things you can find out from your intuition, or perhaps you're not being. That could be it. You're being kept out of the loop. You feel you've been kept out of the loop. You don't know what's going on. So this is how you feel right now. You're a bit mystified. You don't know exactly what's going on. Perhaps within your workplace or within your relationship, whatever it happens to be, whatever happens to resonate for you at this moment in time. Could well be like a career kind of thing. You don't know where your business perhaps is going at this moment in time because of current stricter regulations, say here in UK or other places in the world, wherever you happen to be watching this. Especially here in UK, there's a lot of stricter regulations coming in with curfews and things like that in certain areas, and quite a few parts of the country actually, and certainly it seems to be increasing. So you could be wondering where your business is going. You don't know, you can't see the future for your business, and that could make you feel very left out in that situation, because you've built something up, you just started doing, actually you'd made a good judgment call and you opened your business recently, and Now, because you're in the hospitality trade or whatever, you've had to either close down or reduce your hours, and you're losing a large part of your trade as a result of that. Could be that, could be that. Let's have a look then at the Five of Pentacles. Why is the Five of Pentacles here, please? Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Top or bottom? Despondence, that's why, because you are feeling despondent. You know, I wouldn't say this is your desired outcome. This is your desires here. I wouldn't say this is what you want to feel, but certainly how you are feeling. It's a continuation of this, isn't it? This is how you're feeling right now. You're feeling a bit despondent. But there's always hope. At the end of every tunnel, there's always a light. Alright? Even in a dark forest, you know, when the moon shines, it provides light. Might not be a lot of light, but it provides light. Starlight. You know, there's always light. There's always hope. And that's the card that's missing here from this reading, really, is the Star card to give you that hope and light. Being in this kind of situation is not very healthy. It's not going to help you grow. If you stay in this pity party pit, you know, you're not going to grow. You're not going to get out. You're going to be stuck in this rut. You're not going to see the way out, because all you see is the walls around you. Okay, and it's going to make you a little bit stir crazy. You're going to see others getting what they want, and that's going to make you feel envious and jealous, and that's going to eat away at you, and that is not good. So you need to let go. Let go of that despondency. Let go of that negativity that's in your head right now. Okay, Queen of Swords. It's in your head right now, and you're feeling a bit left out, or perhaps you're not being left out. Everything happens for a reason. We don't always understand why, but everything happens for a reason, and all change is good, because it either helps us to move forward, or it teaches us a lesson that we need to learn. Alright, so stop feeling sorry about yourself or for yourself. Get your positive head back on and start moving forward. Start thinking more about how you can get this divine help. Ask for the help that you need. Meditate or pray, whatever it is you want to do. Ask for the help that you need. I'm going to ask, see what the Judgment card. Why is the Judgment card then here, please? Why is that Judgment card here, please? Perfection. Alright. You won't always get perfection, and there's no point in trying to be perfect, because the chances are you won't achieve it. There's very, very little in our lives, if anything, that's perfect. Nature's perfect. We in ourselves are perfect for what we do, but the things that we create aren't always perfect. You know, we can't always achieve perfection. If we were all perfect, life would be pretty boring, don't you think? We'd have nothing to aim for. Alright? So if you're looking or waiting for the perfect time, as an old mentor of mine once said, the perfect time is always now. Now is the perfect time. Whenever you feel you have to wait, it's normally the time to start doing something. But get divine guidance on that as well. Alright? So don't hang around waiting for the perfect time, because the chances are that will never ever turn up. So why then is the Three of Cups in reverse, please? Why is that here? Why is it in reverse? Thank you. Forgiveness. Okay, so you need to forgive something. You need to let something go. Yeah. Chances are, whatever this setback was, it's knocked you for six or whatever, you need to let go. Whether that's because of what the government's done, or whether it's because of something you've done yourself, or something that somebody else has done, stop pointing the finger of blame. When you point at something, you've got three fingers pointing back. You always remember that. And what you give out, you always get back. That's the karmic rule. It's a rule of law of attraction. What you give out, you always get back in some way, shape, or form. And some say you get that back threefold. So if you're giving out the blame, you're going to get the blame pointed at you 3 times more, is what they say. So you have to forgive yourself, forgive the situation, forgive the people. I shared a way to do that in the silver reading if you want to check that out, because your reading and the silver group reading are quite similar, so you might want to check that out. You know, if you haven't done so already, it'll kind of resonate with you, I feel, as well. All right, so you need to forgive yourself, forgive others, so you can move on, and then you can turn this around and get that victory that you want, that success, that enjoyment, that reunion that you want. Guys, that is it. Gold group, thank you so much for watching. Enjoyed that. It's a very deep reading again, and again, like I said, check out the silver reading, silver group reading, because I think that might resonate with you as well. There may be something there. If you'd like to support me, there's the ways you can do that in the description, and I really do appreciate you being here once again, and I just wish you every success from now and going forward. Thank you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.